Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Digital Wood Carver. I want to thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Laney Shaughnessy. I am going to be one of your co-hosts this evening, and with me I have Burl Tishner, the owner of Digital Wood Carver. Burl, how
Hello,
are you doing this
everyone.
evening?
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Good, good. All right, guys and girls, before we get started, I want to thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your day to come and join us. It's my hope that through tonight and the upcoming weeks that we can bring Digital Wood Carver or a little bit of woodworking and CNC to your door to get you guys to pass some time with us in the evenings and everything with all these uncertainty and everything going on. My hope is that we can entertain you.
Yep. Laney, you might just back up from that mic just a hair. We're getting just a little bit of feedback. There you go.
A little bit too much feedback.
Yeah, we're getting a little fuzz. Hopefully not everybody else is hearing that, but I'm hearing a little bit.
All right.
There
Well,
you go.
everybody, let's get a little bit of an audio check going on and let me know if how we're coming across.
Well, one of the things I'll talk a little bit here, Laney, and with everything that's going on in our country, we actually had to shut down a couple of our woodworking shows and other shows that we had on our schedule, and we were thinking about what we could do to reach out to people that wanted to see us, and maybe some people that didn't have a chance to come to any of those shows or don't have the ability to go to shows. And you know, we're all kind of in the same boat, kind of stuck inside, can't do a lot. And we thought, well, we can do a lot, we are, but we can't get out and meet people, whether it's potential customers or our customers that are already there. So we're going to try something, and that's where this is coming about. This is kind of an introductory, as Laney was saying there earlier, that we're going to try. We got some things to work out all the details, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. And what we're hoping, everybody, is let me switch over here and this might cut me off a little bit. Let's see if we can bring this over. What we're hoping for is to be able to bring you guys and girls a little bit of our live shows each Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please be sure to join us for that. But we've got a wonderful facility over in Martinsville, Indiana, where our machines are made. And so we're hoping to show some shop tours and product tours and things. We'd love to get your interaction and do some Q&A, questions and answers with you in these sessions and things, and maybe help uh, alleviate or give you some answers to help you overcome some of the obstacles that you might have with regards to it might be designing or carving in general. We're definitely going to be doing some design and carving demos. Burl's going to be running some machines, and I'm going to be creating some designs, so you'll get to see how that process works. And then just an overall general discussion to not just pass the time, but maybe bring a little bit of the woodworking shows to you virtually, if we could. And it's my hope that that's what we can achieve. Now, let's get everything back here with Burl. Sorry about that, Burl. I didn't mean to
Oh,
cut
okay.
you off there for a moment. Um, now, my hope is to introduce you all to a couple of new things that are happening with Digital Wood Carver, and then I'm going to turn it over to Burl and let him tell you a little bit about Digital Wood Carver and where we come from and all. But if you get an opportunity, definitely check out our new Digital Wood Carver channel on YouTube. We've had woodworking channels for Digital Wood Carver in the past and all, but now we have a brand new branded channel. So definitely go over to Digital Wood Carver on YouTube, subscribe, and keep an eye out for upcoming videos and things to be added to that channel. Now it's brand new and fresh. We've populated it with just a few videos, but as the days and all pass and the weeks and things, we're going to hopefully grow that channel into something amazing. We're going to have some of our old videos from the past, along with a lot of new, fresh content. If you are on Facebook, definitely check us out on Facebook. That's facebook.com/digital wood carver. Go over there and give us a like. We always like that. Post a comment, share some of your projects if you're digital wood carvers or if you're carvers in general. Share some of your projects and stuff. And then absolutely check out some of the new things, accessories, equipment stuff that we have at digitalwoodcarver.com. Now, you all know me from every Wednesday night or Tuesday night, I'm sorry, at 7 o'clock, Spindle TV, teaching those CAD CAM designs, projects, and all. And a lot of you know me from way back from my original YouTube channel where I taught woodworking in general. About 5 years ago now, it's my 5 year anniversary with Earl and Digital Wood Carver. Um, I was fortunate enough to get a digital wood carver in my shop and start working with them. My role at Digital Wood Carver for the past has been helping with technical support and sales, helping with training, and just working with our customers in general to keep them moving forward and stuff. And I believe Burl thinks I've done a good job with that, but we strive every day. It's all about you guys, your success in your carving and your projects and with your machines help keep us going, and your support help keep us going and everything. And so we're hoping in the years to come to keep a high standard of customer service, support, and our quality products and all. Now, Burl, if you could you tell us a little bit about Digital Wood Carver?
Well, certainly can. And Laney, you have obviously been a very crucial part of our growth at Digital Wood Carver. Tell the little story. I still remember this little skinny guy, hopping around the different booths at a show down in North Carolina, and it's been a good thing. And certainly, Laney is just phenomenal at training. You guys know that, but we appreciate him. Been for 5 years. Wow, time flies. Right now, Digital Wood Carver is about 10 years old. We had a very slow start. I was working full time, and I started the business, and it started in my basement. And I know some of you have heard this story, but we thought it'd be a good time to tell it again. And for the folks that haven't heard it, I tell it at shows and different ones, and don't generally like to brag about it, but people are interested how it was started, and certainly living the American dream, where took a product, a dream. It started out really it's something that I did for myself. It wasn't my intention to have a business and create these products and sell them, but it has ended up that way. But we started 10 years ago. A little bit before that, I created a couple prototypes and sold those prototypes on like eBay and Craigslist. And people were buying them, and so that's really what started spurring the idea to create a business. My background is a design engineer, mechanical design engineer, and on a daily basis, I was basically using CAD CAM systems, and these are the ones for the engineering. That's even quite a bit more complicated than like V Carver and Inspire. But I did that was my full time job. I love doing woodwork. I work for a company called Wood Miser. If you're familiar with those guys, they're the little orange machine that pulls around behind a pickup, goes out to the woods, and you can cut down trees and saw them up into lumber. So I was around wood all the time. I was a weekend warrior. If any of you have a sawmill, for many, many years, I worked for them full time, and on the weekends, I would take my sawmill out and cut for other people. So I had wood all over the place, and I just wanted to make a machine where I could enhance my woodworking. And so that's where it started. In 10 years, man, it seems like it just happened yesterday, but it flew past. But yeah, we're 10 years in growing. So that's a little bit about my background. I was with Wood Miser for 26 years. At first, I was working both, full time from them. Started in my basement, moved to a garage, and now I have a garage where kind of our headquarters is our office is out of my house, and then a facility that we ship and stuff like that. And actually, we don't produce a lot here. Our manufacturing facilities, and here in the next few weeks, I'd like to introduce you some of the guys that help build our machine, make our quality what it is, and show you a little bit of our manufacturing and what we do. We try to manufacture as much as we can, keep it in house with machinery. These products are digital wood carver, the DWC 1824 and the DWC 2440 are both American made. They're made here in Indiana, in the USA. So they are a quality US made product when it comes to that. And that's kind of a little bit of my story. Right now, as far as how many employees we have, it's around 11 or 12 when it comes to that. So, but yeah, that's a little bit about me. If you haven't heard my story, but we'll get back to kind of what we're after here with this. This is kind of our introductory video. It's okay. We understand, Laney. You're get rid of my ugly mug type of deal, but.
I hit the wrong button, bro. I'm sorry about that.
Oh no! Hey,
Well,
that's what we're doing. This is live, so that's what happens, and that's kind of one of the things that brings up a good point, though, Laney. We wanted to do this when we do shows. It's phenomenal. I just love it when customers come up or people that are into this, and they show us pictures and stuff like that. And we really wanted that feel. We're not always going to say the right things, have technical difficulties and stuff. But that's kind of like it shows, there's times that we goof up, customers talking to us and stuff. Maybe we don't line the board up and it cuts off the edge. But you guys understand, we wanted this to be a little bit of a free flow type of a thing versus a really scripted and a commercial type thing. We wanted it to be more like a show feel. So
yeah, absolutely. And I think it'll be great to share, just a little bit about us and our stories. One of my favorite stories with Burl at one of our shows is it was a show that we were kind of rushing to, getting product and everything, getting ready for the show. We got to the show, didn't get a chance to get everything checked out while we were setting up. And as we started to run, our machine just kind of dropped, before we could hit start. The Z kind of started, and it was we grabbed one of our machines that wasn't quite finished in production and everything, and we hadn't had the Z coupler installed on that unit yet. If you remember that, bro, where
yeah,
we're sitting there right at the beginning of the day, rush around going, oh man, and we got it and all, but we were able to bounce back. And luckily, it was on the first day of the show. And that's going to be just like what this live event is here. This is our first show. There's going to be some hiccups. Going to push the wrong button from time to time, but you'll have to just enjoy the ride with us. Now, I want to welcome everybody once again. Thanks, Ed, for popping in late, and Janet and everything. And the one thing that we love, Janet, with exactly what you're saying, where oh, I'm sorry. I thought, are you talking feedback on my mic, or are you talking feedback on how great our service is? Let me know, Janet, because I just talked you up there thinking it was about our great feedback on Google and
I think
YouTube.
it's your mic. Laney, we'll work on this in the next couple. Because if I turn you up very loud, it's really bad feedback. I turn you down and I don't get it. But in order to hear you, on that. So.
Okay, let's see if we can fix that a little bit. My apologies, everybody. These settings and everything are what I work with in my live stream, and I'm not sure why they're not working tonight on Spindle TV, but it may be a bit due to my speaker setting, Burl. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over to you for a minute. I'm going to change my headset here, and that should eliminate the feedback issue.
Okay, that sounds fine. What I'll do is I'll talk a little bit about kind of things, some of the list of items that we want to talk about. And we were trying to go after this concept of having a virtual show and with the shows and stuff being canceled. So one of the things we're going to do, the first couple is go through our product. And, we don't do this a lot as far as with the videos and stuff. So we wanted to kind of go through each of our products. Those may be the first ones. And then we'd like to do, some of our accessories. I know it shows a lot of times I'll get guys or gals come up to me and say, hey, you need, you need to show us about the fourth axis or the laser or stuff like that. And, it's hard at shows to actually take the time to do those changes. And we've done some shows where we run a fourth axis all day. With the fourth axis there. And then as soon as you do that, somebody comes up and says, hey, how do you make a sign, with it? So, you kind of you never win when it comes to that. But we're going to take each session, take a product or a accessory, maybe do a little bit of both because, so we have a little bit of variety. But, like the laser add-on options, show you that, go into details, showing some pictures. And then what we're going to do is actually try to have a physical running. And I know some of that, the details in that we got to get worked out, but we are. I'm planning on like next Wednesday when we do it, we're going to set up a 2440, have it setting up, and literally go through it physically, showing it, and then also telling all the details. But it's the accessories, things that we don't show. That's one of the things, like the lasers, the fourth axis when it comes to that, and some of the other accessories. Maybe point out even brushes, the finger joint jig, and some of the other add-ons to it, the laser guides to the quick sets, zeroing tool, and stuff like that. So that's kind of our goal. One of the things that I've started doing even back in January, we've had a gentleman that's come on board, and some of you may have seen him in some of the Facebook. Jake, he's a young gentleman that's helping us in marketing. So he's sending out surveys and stuff like that. So if you can, respond and help us get that feedback that we need in there. But our goal is to kind of make a show type atmosphere where people can, we can show our products, show it off, get into the details of it, and then we'll also record those. That way, once we're done, we'll post it or have links to it. So people that are interested in a product, now they'll have a way of being able to just click on it and have their one-on-one type of interacting with it on that show. So that's kind of our goal with doing these shows. I will tell people that, a lot of us are pretty well, locked at home. We do have some inventory. So I know we've delivered, we're getting caught up from the shows. The shows are very, very good this year. We had a chance to come out to them before we actually were closed down. We didn't get to do the Columbus, Ohio show and Syracuse. Those are the two last ones of the woodworking show, and we had a couple others right after that, and even the ones coming up. There was one going to be the 1st of May. They're looking at postponing that. Now, I will tell you about the shows. The woodworking show, I don't know that he's going to reschedule that. But if you've been to our website and seen some of the other shows, they are going to try to do some of them in the fall. Now, the problem with that is we have a pretty full fall schedule in itself. So when we're adding kind of the spring shows or the winter shows to the fall shows, I'm sure there's going to be some conflicts. So we'll probably have to divide and conquer and do some of those shows. But we definitely want to get back out on the road and do some of that. But we do have some inventory. So if it's something that you know somebody that is interested, especially right now, I've delivered a few machines last couple of weeks, and everybody's kind of stuck inside, or at least confined to their own house. And so they're now. I know Laney is just anytime I try to get a hold of him, he's booked. People are calling him on the phone, doing training, and getting their machine going. So this is a prime time. And if you would like to jump in and get a machine and get started, let us know. The trucking industry is going. There's no stopping that. So we are able to get machines to people in their locations, even when we can't get out ourselves. So let us know if that's needed. Are you back with us, Laney?
I am. Can you hear me now?
Much better.
Okay, how are you doing? Okay, everybody. Sorry about that. A little bit of audio technical difficulties, but hopefully I'm coming across a little bit clearer.
Yeah.
And
Still has a little bit, but it's nothing like it was earlier. So yeah.
okay, um, yeah, we'll get through it. This is our first time being able to test with two people, and it's going to be a little bit also, as we bring in more guests and things, it'll be awkward and everything. But yeah, I can hear myself talking through your speaker, so
Okay.
that's exactly.
Yeah. It still has a little bit of grain to it, but the volume's up to where we can at least hear you. So
All
that's
right,
kind
great,
of it
excellent.
on my side of it. Laney, last things. When I know the first one's going to be April 1st.
Yeah, it's going to be Wednesday at 7 o'clock on April 1st. So now it's not an April Fool's joke, guys and girls. We are going to be there at 7. We're not going to leave you hanging or anything like that. So definitely come and check us out. I believe our first video, we're going to be planning it probably this coming week, bro, as far as the content and everything. But we, guys and girls, we're going to be doing a toss-up between a showcase of our products, or possibly it might be starting off with a general Q&A. And bro, we'll talk about more of that and kind of really nail those down. But you definitely, everyone definitely come over and join us. And, we're trying to fill up your week, because on Tuesday nights, don't forget, at 7 p.m. on Tuesday evenings, Spindle TV, I do the design classes in the Vectric software. The Vectric company is wonderful. We use Vectric VCarve Desktop Pro and Aspire with our machines and things, and we have for quite a few years now. And it's been wonderful being partnered with them and everything. And so right after Tuesday night, you'll have some time to spend with me, and then Wednesday, Burl and I'll be here and hopefully get to bring some woodworking with our CNCs and some general knowledge to you guys and girls, and just make it something to where we have our daily grind. Everybody has their daily grind, and you've got things that you're worrying about, or things you've got to get done and stuff. But hopefully you'll be able to sit back, grab a cup of coffee, cold drink, whatever the case may be, at 7 o'clock on Wednesday evenings, especially April 1st. Come back and hang out with us, because we're going to try our best to make them fun little events. They're not going to be very long or anything. I think we're going to keep those to a minimum and stuff, but just kind of a little way to break up your day and put a little DWC in your life.
Okay. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us for a few minutes here. Stay tuned. Stay well. Wash your hands. Keep safe. We're learning new terms now. Social distancing.
Yes.
6 months ago, we didn't even know what that exists, but everybody knows what it is now. So anyhow, stay safe, and thank you for joining us this evening.
We appreciate you. Burl, any last things that we want to add? Are we good?
Yep, I think we're good. See you all Wednesday, April 1st, 7 o'clock, right here.
Thank you for joining us, everybody. Have a great evening. And until next time, we'll both see you soon.
Yep.